So, hello everyone. This is Becky with Scott Leroy Marketing, and today we're going to be covering what Scott Leroy Marketing can do for you. So, if you are here with me live, please drop your questions in the chat, and I will do my best to get those answered in real time for you. Um, Otherwise, there may be time at the end. I will save some time at the end for questions. If too many questions start pouring in, I may just save them all for the end. But I just want to give you a heads up. I will do my best to get all your questions answered. I just don't want you to think I'm ignoring those. If you're watching this back on recording, you can always reach out to us by email at support@scottleroymarketing.com. And if you need to refer to this training after we get off the Zoom, you can check that out on our YouTube channel. I did drop that link to our YouTube channel in the chat. And so if you need to reference that, feel free. Alrighty, so when you are on our YouTube channel, we always recommend that you use the videos tab to find the video you're looking for. If you are searching, it does sometimes pull up older videos before the videos you are looking at. So I will just go ahead and show you. So if you do that, it does pull up our most recent one here first, but sometimes the one from 7 months ago will pull up first, 2 months ago, things like that. So we do always recommend going to the videos tab because that will show the most recent videos first. Things are always changing within command, and so for our command videos, and they're also changing with the services that we offer. So we do always recommend that you look for those most recent videos. Today's class recording will be posted in about 24 hours on our YouTube channel. You can always locate our previous class archives and tip videos there at any time. So today we're going to cover how we help with onboarding and the things you can reach out with to us after onboarding to get assistance with. So we are going to start over on the Scott Leroy Marketing website. I did go ahead and drop that link in the chat, but if you are not familiar with the Scott Leroy website, it is just scottleroymarketing.com. And once you are on this website, you will be required to log in. So as you can see, mine says log out. That just means I already entered my market center number. Your market center number is super helpful. We use it for pretty much everything on our site. So if you're not sure what your market center number is, you can always reach out to your market center staff and they can tell you what that is. Oh, you're not seeing the link for the YouTube channel. Let me drop it in the chat one more time. I'm just going to drop all these links again just to make sure everyone can see them. Alrighty, so I just dropped those back in the chat again. So hopefully everyone can see those. But yeah, so we are primarily going to, so you would just click login right here, and that'll allow you to log in and access all of our available services. So your password would be your market center number. So if you're not familiar with your market center number, your market center staff should be able to tell you what it is. So we are primarily going to be hanging out under this agent resources tab today. So the first thing we're going to look at is these questionnaires right here. I'm going to open this one in a new tab for you really quickly. So as you can see, when we open one of these questionnaires, it is going to give you options to pick through. So we recently revamped our questionnaires just so that it helps you pick what fits you best. So in order to help you understand where you would fall into these categories, we are going to go back and we are going to cover our old categories. So we are going to go here. So the first one, when you hover over questionnaires, it's going to show you these ones. These are what we used to send you. But if we were to send you a new agent or an expansion questionnaire now, it's just going to send you that same page we were just on a minute ago. So just going through what each of these is really going to help you understand what where you fall under those questions. So the first one is new agent. A new agent questionnaire doesn't necessarily mean that you are brand new licensed. It just means that you are new to Keller Williams. So this could be that you are in fact a newly licensed agent and you just passed your test, or it could just mean that you've just joined Keller Williams for the first time. Either way, it's a great place to be, so welcome. Um, but yeah, so that would be our new agent. Sorry about that. An admin questionnaire would be someone that is joining a team or a group of agents. Generally, this would fall under a non-licensed associate. So generally, you would be doing some type of support for a team, whether that is transaction coordination, marketing, or things like that. Sorry, I had to let a couple people in, and when I do that, it does take me off of the drop-down menu. All right. So a capper questionnaire is generally for someone coming from another brokerage, and you have probably already done quite a few deals. You have some production under your belt already. This just allows us to know that you most likely have transactions currently going on, and so your setup needs to be speedy and accurate as possible, just because we don't want to cause any type of lapse in your business. So, with a Capra questionnaire, you have probably done a good bit of business, and you are coming from another brokerage. So, next we have expansion. So, expansion means that you are in more than one KW office. You could be in a state where you are very nearby to a state line and you've decided to get licensed in both states. It could also mean maybe you travel a lot and you are licensed in two different states, per se. Say, for example, one in Florida or one in California. So that's just meaning you're going to be licensed in two Keller Williams offices. So there are also expansion teams, and that would fall under the same bucket for the questionnaire. And next we have the hidden agent setup. So that is most likely going to be for someone who is already in production with another brokerage. You may be transferring to Keller Williams, but aren't fully ready to transition yet. You just want to go ahead and get everything set up and running so that when you do, the transition is smooth. So this just allows us to hide your public profiles. So generally, someone is transferring, they haven't maybe announced to the brokerage yet, or things like that. They still have a few deals to close before they're ready to fully transition over to KW, but they just want to get everything set up. So then next we have the market center staff. So this is pretty self-explanatory. That is going to be your market center's leadership team, whether they are your MCA, your director of first impressions, or things like that. A returning agent. So this would be where you were a KW agent and you left, whether you left for just a month, you left for 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, however long, and you are coming back to KW. This just means that you are already in the system and you just need to have everything brought up to speed and set up again. So the next is a team. So this could be this could be an admin, but it is most likely going to be a licensed agent joining the team as a listing agent or a buyer's agent or something like that. And then we have a tech refresh. So a tech refresh is for any KW agent that has been with Keller Williams for any length of time. So this allows us to go in and audit your KW systems and see if maybe there's some tech that we are providing to new agents that you didn't have when you joined KW. For example, we are now setting up Canva and TidyCal and things like that. So if you joined a few years ago, those were not services that we offered. So you can do a tech refresh questionnaire, and we will go through all of your systems to make sure everything is set up and you are taking full advantage of everything that we offer. We'll let a couple more people in. Righty. And then next we have the transfer agent. So this is going to be when you are transferring from one KW to the KW office to another. So if you are moving across the country, if you are moving from one state to another, or if you've moved locally and you need to change to a different KW, you would fall under a transfer agent. So any of those questionnaires are going to bring you to that same page we were on a minute ago. However, going through these is just to help you identify where you would fall when you are filling out those questions. If you ever have any questions about where you would fall in those, you can always reach out to our support email as well, and we would be more than happy to help you figure that out. So once you have filled out your questionnaire, and every office is a little bit different with how the agent gets that questionnaire. Some offices will do it for you, others will go through it with you, or may just have you fill it out on your own. But once that questionnaire is submitted, and we have completed our part of your setup, you will get an email that looks very similar to this right here. And it's going to say Keller Cloud is setup complete. It should have your name and it should have your market center number. So if you are trying to access our website and you aren't sure of your market center number, it's going to tell you that right here as well. We recommend that you save this email, star it, have it handy just in case you ever need to refer back to it. So when you scroll down, it'll say, welcome aboard to Keller Williams. To access your logins, please click here and enter your market center number. And it does give you your market center number here again. So we try to make sure to add your market center number in as many places as you can, because you will be using that a lot when you are accessing our platforms, your setup, and things like that. So if you scroll down a little bit more, you are going to find a few attachments. You should have 2 QR codes, and you should have a Just Joined Forces photo. So it should look something like this. If yours does not have a headshot, most likely you did not submit one on your questionnaire. So if you would like to have a photo added to this, you can always reply to this setup email with that photo, and we can get that updated, as well as we can also add it to your KW profiles. This photo is for you to use. It is for you to share with your social media platform, share with your friends, family, however you'd like to do that. It is just to help get the word out that you are a new agent. Now, those other 2 are QR codes. One is going to be for your website, and one is going to be for your KW branded app. So both of these are branded to you with your information. So anyone that is using this QR code will be redirected to your platforms. You are going to get notified in your command when they create an account, and you're going to get notified of any different activities that they are performing on those platforms. So these QR codes are great to save and use for different marketing. If you're creating open house flyers or any type of marketing that you're sending out, these are great for that because they're a great way to try and capture those leads. So now we are going to go ahead and click on this link here. And then we're going to enter our market center number. So once we do that, we are brought to our setup. First thing I want to cover is this banner up top. For me, it is light gray. I've seen some people have it as dark gray. It really just depends on your settings. But this banner up top that says KWU name 16-digit unlocking key. So these are for our internal purposes for when we are creating your setup. You will not have those or need them for any reason. They are just for us to get your setup completed when we're creating this. So you can just ignore this banner up at the top and you can just scroll down. So again, it has your market center number here. Again, we try to put it everywhere that we can so that you have access to it. You have a video here. This is going to really go over the information that we are covering today. However, feel free to check that out as well. If we scroll down a little, it is just going to say these are your logins. We recommend keeping this for a minimum of 90 days. Personally, I would recommend keeping it for really the whole time you are at Keller Williams. You never know when you are going to need something from this email. And so just keep that in mind. Another thing you are going to want to pay attention to is these notes from your onboarding team. Every once in a while, we encounter some type of issue when we are doing a setup. So maybe something in command is being worked on and we're not able to set it up fully. These notes are just going to let you know if something like that happened. You may also see any additional information on anything that we had a problem with. So just keep that in mind. You could get a simple one like this that just says, please reply to this email with your professional biography and picture. of course, you can reply to that email and send those to us, and we can get that updated for you. Moving down, we have your KW logins. So these are your KW username and password. So these are for most of your Keller Williams systems. It is going to go over that it is for Command, your Command app, KW Connect, Keller Home Loans, and things like that. Most likely, if you are logging into a KW platform, these are going to be the logins that you will use. Your username is not case sensitive, so you do not have to worry about those capital letters up here if you do not want to. However, your password is case sensitive. As a note, if you are double clicking to copy and paste that password, you want to make sure that it, first of all, grabs that exclamation point on the end or any punctuation. You just want to make sure it grabs the whole password. You also want to make sure that it does not grab any spaces on the end, either before or after. Any spaces in your password are going to make Command not recognize that. And so you just want to make sure you keep an eye on that. So just make sure you get every little piece of information on that. So yeah, so we're going to move over to the Google Workspace. So this is going to be your KW email login. It is also going to give you access to all of the other Google suites like Google Sheets, Docs, things like that. You're going to log in just like you would log into any other Gmail account. Whether you are doing that from gmail.com or the Gmail app, you can do it with these logins here. If you requested email forwarding, we are going to let you know if that was set up here. And then there are some other things down here about verifications and other trainings that you can check out. So moving down, we are going to find your KW branded website. So this is what we talked about briefly when we were talking about those QR codes. If you go to this link right here, it should have all of your information. It should have your name, your photo, all of that good stuff. If people are signing in at this link, it is going to come over to you. Let me actually copy and paste just so I can show you this. Just so you can kind of get an idea what it looks like. So it'll have your name up here, and then it'll have all the stuff, your information down below. But yeah, you will not have a agent login here. So if you wanted to log in, you would have to click log in, create an account, just like any client or anyone visiting your page would have to do. So just keep that in mind. You will not already have that set up. It is the same with your branded mobile app. So just something to keep in mind. So then moving down, you have your kw.com agent profile. Your kw.com agent profile is the profile that allows you to be found on the generic KW website. So when people are going to kw.com and clicking find an agent and they search, that is the profile that you are going to see right here. So moving down, once again, you have your command email. That's just, again, your KW email, but this is where this is what's going to be used when you're sending an email through command. So where any replies are going to be forwarded to. Moving down, you have your KW consumer app link, again, branded to you, so you're notified of any interactions. Then you have your Keller Home Loans and Keller Covered. So those sorts of things here. And then you are going to have Twilio. So Twilio is not a platform that we will set up for you. The reason for that being is that it does require you to select a specific subscription and also to enter your payment information. So we are not going to be entering that in for you. However, we have put a link here where you can easily access that sign up just because it is used frequently by a lot of agents. So Twilio allows you to mass text your database through command, whether that's just in one-off text messages or Smart Plans mass texts. So Twilio is a great tool to use. So if you did want to subscribe, you can do that here. So moving down, you're going to have DocuSign. Some offices will have DocuSign, some will have Dotloop, some will have both. The majority of offices that we work with are using DocuSign, so that will just be our preferred setup, but it'll have your username and your password and some information for logging in. DocuSign is going to be how you send and receive documents for signatures, So if you scroll down a little bit, this right here is going to be one of the super important reasons that I would say to keep this email for forever. We occasionally have agents reach out to us years after they're set up because they're trying to reset their password and they don't remember their security code. So we are required to set up that security question when we set up your account, and we do include those in your setup emails. So this number is specific to you. You would need to know the specific question used and to know the answer. Keep in mind that if you are copying it, if you're entering this number in, you will need to copy it exactly as it is in this email, whether it has dots or dashes. So just keep that in mind. It'll have to be exactly as it is entered in here. I am not going to cover Homekeeper today. Homekeeper is slowly being phased out because they've recently made some changes to their subscriptions and things like that. So I'm not going to really touch on that. But we're going to scroll down a little bit more. These are our additional logins. So these are going to be a lot of those third-party platforms that we set up for agents. So you are going to have TidyCal, which is similar to Calendly, which a lot of people I know are familiar with. So it allows you to have appointments set up through that link. So we will set up a free account for you and we'll have your logins as well as your shareable link right here. We do set up a 30-minute meeting that you can start utilizing right there. You'll have Blink. Blink is a digital business card. Your KW Command app does come with a digital business card. However, it is not very customizable. It doesn't add a photo or anything like that. So we create the digital business card for you because it allows for a lot more customization. It also allows you to share that directly with a QR code, and it will add you directly as a contact to the phone of whoever you are sharing that QR code with. So Blink is great for that. We set up Zoom as well. That allows you to access things like the training today. I do want to mention that all of these third-party platforms right here are just the free basic subscriptions. We are not paying for those accounts. These are just going to be the basic accounts. If you already have a Zoom that you pay for or a Canva, definitely keep utilizing that. You are not required to use these if we set it up for you. So then we have Canva, again, a free basic account that just allows you to access templates. We create a lot of templates through Canva, so it allows you to easily access those and use those through our website. So now down below, we have some helpful resources. They're just some helpful links that you can use. And then scrolling down, you have next steps. So again, this class today is all about how we can assist you, not just during onboarding, but for a long time to come. So these are just some things right here that we can do to help you out right away. So if you send us your database with your contacts, you will need to start generating business. And most likely the best way to do that is through the people that you already know. So getting your contacts from your phone or another platform and getting those added to command so you can start reaching out to people is super important. Announcing you have moved to KW, super important. It's kind of hard to find business if you are what we would call a secret agent. So you got to let people know that you are an agent. So this is just going to go over how you can share that information. We have some 30-day jump starts and challenges, which we are going to cover when we go back over to the Scott Leroy Marketing website. We also have tips for your biography right here. And then we have the links to our trainings. Down below, we have some support numbers and email addresses that you can reach out to. Super handy to keep in case you ever need to reach out to them. So we have the contact information for DocuSign and Twilio, KW International, and things like that. So it's just helpful to keep in mind. And then, yeah, so the next thing we are going to do is we are going to navigate back over to the Scott Leroy Marketing website. So this is, as I was saying before, we are going to be hanging out primarily under this Agent Resources tab today. That is where you're going to find a lot of those things that we can assist you with. So we looked at questionnaires already. The next thing is going to be the new KW Agent website. I'm going to go ahead and open that up in a new link. If you've been with KW for a while, for probably a little over a year, KW upgraded every KW agent site to a new website. So with that, we wanted to make sure that you had all of the resources at your fingertips to be able to customize and enhance your website. So this is where you are going to be able to find all of that. So we have our YouTube playlist, which is going to go over all of the things that you can change on your website. Um, this part we're going to skip over because the websites are already launched, so you won't need to worry about this part. Um, so we are going to scroll down and you're going to want to hang out under this option here. So we can skip this video as well because there used to be an option for going ahead and moving over, but they have already moved everybody over to the new websites, so you will not really need access. You won't need to do anything with that really. So right down here is probably the videos that you'll want to hang out under the most. So it's going to go over how you can customize your website some more, adding testimonials, updating hero images, managing featured listings, and creating an open house sign-in page. So then there are also some KWRI provided articles as well. So those are just going to go over some additional things that you can do to your website. Again, you can always check out our YouTube channel. We are putting out tip videos all the time. And those go over new updates and command and features to help you stay in the know on what is going on with KW. So that's for that one. So then our next is going to be the training. Oh, no. Next is live webinars. Sorry about that. So that is going to bring you into into this class or any other class that we have throughout the week. This is just going to bring you directly to the Zoom. So you would just be able to click on that. If you go down to training, you can go over to the training calendar. So it will allow you to join the live again if you just click this link. If you need access to all of our recorded trainings, you can go to slmtraining.com or our YouTube channel. You can vote for upcoming classes. So every other Friday, we allow for you to tell us what class you would like to see. So if you would like to jump on next Friday's class, you can come on here and you can vote for which class you would like to see. So moving down, you will find the entire month in classes. So there is an add to Google Calendar feature right here, and that's just super helpful because it will allow you to add the entire calendar directly to your Gmail. So that just makes it really easy to jump on classes on the go or from really anywhere, as long as you have access to your calendar. Those classes, if you click on them, they will give you the Zoom link as well as a little bit of information, just the description really of what we'll be covering in that class. So this is just a great resource as well. Scrolling down, you do have a PDF printout of those classes. So you can click on that and it will just show you all of them. They are broken down by day of the week. And then on the right-hand side, it is going to be telling you the dates that we are covering those classes. So if you have an office or a computer desk and you'd like to have a printout, you can come on here and print them out. You can highlight anything, save what you're wanting to jump on, things like that. And then going back, if you scroll down a little bit more, you're going to see an overview of each of the classes that we offer. So if you're interested in checking that out, feel free to go over there. So we're going to go back to training, and we're going to go over to the SLM challenges. So this is another way for you to really get familiar with the Keller Williams systems and what we do. So you can come on here and find the SLM getting started, challenge, the command challenge, some jumpstart challenges. So jumpstart with Scott Loring Marketing, DocuSign Jumpstart, Team Jumpstart. They just kind of give you tasks to help get you started with learning. So if you are a self-learner, you kind of like to do your own thing, you can definitely check those out. So you can print it out directly. It'll give you a printable version. It will also just kind of give you an overview of what each of those days are in that challenge. So you can, yeah, go there. Now I'm going to go back. So it's just some great ways for you to get familiar with all the various parts of command and things to help you really get you a running head start on your business. So next, if you have Keller Cloud cheat sheets, these are a great training resource. If you are not sure how something works or what to do, you can come on here and check these out if you are looking for something specific. They are broken down into particular areas like, your opportunities, smart plans, DocuSign, things like that. And so that is super helpful. And then we have digital marketing tips. So this is going to have a ton of video resources for you. So there are a ton of different topics. You can skim through these and see if there's any that appeal to you. We have videos for DocuSign, a bunch of different command things. So we are all about making sure that you have all of the resources and trainings available at your fingertips. So you can find all of these here under the digital marketing tips. Next, we have Tech 101. So this is just kind of giving you just an overview of tech for if you are new to using a computer or if tech isn't really your thing. This just can help give you a boost on that. So then we have recorded training classes. There are a couple ways to access this. You can, of course, come right here. You can also go straight to the YouTube channel. These are broken down by category. So if you are looking for specific ones, such as command overviews, DocuSign, the KW command, KW app, things like that, it's just going to take you to our YouTube channel and the playlist that is specific to each of these categories. Definitely make sure you are paying attention to those playlists and the date of the videos on the playlists. But again, these are just broken down by each of those categories. You can also go directly to our YouTube channel and find those playlists. So there's a couple different ways to access that. Next is agent support. So we are going to spend a little bit of time here. This is probably the most, well, I don't want to say the most helpful, but it's got a lot of stuff on here that we can do for you. I'm going to go over it a little bit more, but this is just a really helpful place to come to see what we can do for you. So again, that's under the agent support in the agent resources tab. So we are going to scroll down and we are going to see top rated things. So if you need a new bio created, you can open this and submit a form. You can come down here and submit that form, fill out the information. If you have a bio that you would like to use, you can paste that here. If you would like help writing a bio, we would be happy to help with that. We would just ask that you give us a few items you want highlighted in your biography, and we will do our best to make sure that gets included for you. And then you would just come down here and you would click send. So yeah, so the biography and the photo in KW platforms, it's in multiple places, and unfortunately right now they don't all communicate with each other very well. So right now you have to update it in about 3 different places. So if you're not really sure where to update that, or you would just like someone else to do that for you, this is just a great way for us to help with that. We're going to go back over here. Next is importing your database. Again, getting your contacts into command is really helpful. So we are going to reformat those. If you submit those as an Excel or a CSV file, we're going to reformat those so that they import correctly. If you need help updating your database contact information, there is a smart plan for that. So this is a smart plan if you're missing pieces of information for your contacts. It is just going to help us fill in those pieces that you are missing. Next category is going to be marketing support. We have a great monthly newsletter smart plan that we send out. We create a newsletter every month that you can come and request through our website. You do have to request it every month. It is not ongoing just because we create a new one each month that is specific to that month and what is going on. So if you come here and fill that out, you can request that we add that smart plan to your command. Um, you can also just go ahead and request us to apply it to contacts with specific tags, um, all of your contacts, or if you want to send it yourself. So you can fill that out there. So then we're going to go back. Alrighty. And then we have free templates. So we're going to come back to the marketing templates. It is in a couple of places on our website. And so we're just going to circle back to it closer to the end, and I'll show you all of the places that you can find that. Next, if you need API Nation setup, importing top producers or smart plan setups, spring cleaning smart plan, things like that, you can come here and request those. Again, all of these will allow you to get all of the KWRI provided smart plans added to your command. So you can pick one that you want. For smart plans, you can pick one that you want. And you can select one individual one, or you can say you want all 10 KWRI provided smart plans. Again, just all of these just kind of link to different forms. So I'm going to go back over here. Beyond that, we have getting started. If you have completed your questionnaire and you've gotten your setup, most likely a lot of this would have been done already. For example, your command setup, DocuSign setup, things like that, it has probably already been completed. However, if you need help with KWLS Open House, exporting contacts, importing database, KW Tech optimization, you get a new headshot and you need help updating your profiles for that, we can take care of that for you. I do actually see a question about updating your photo. So you can fill this out. If you want to update it on Blink as well, you can also just send it to us in your at support@scottleroymarketing.com. You can send the headshot over and we would be happy to help update that for you. So either way, fill it out here or just email us. Either works. And then if you need help resetting your KW password, you need a QR code created. For example, you have an open house page on your website and you want a QR code where people can just scan it and sign in. We can help with that. Again, updating your biography. If you need MailChimp or Loop, we can help with that. Down below, we have looking to rebrand. So the first one is leaving a team. Most likely, if you're leaving a team, your profiles will need to be updated to remove the team branding information. So this will allow us to go in and make sure all of that information is removed. Make sure your website is not still showing a team, things like that. If you need help updating your market center logos, if you've joined a team or switched teams, we can help with that as well. If you have new social media links, email setup, all kinds of different things, all of these are things that we are happy to help with. Some of them are a little easier, like updating your phone number, your website address, your office address, things like that. Every KW office has a KW calendar as well. It is through the intranet. Now, not all offices utilize that intranet calendar. So, but if they do, we can help connect that to your Gmail. Again, that is similar to that training calendar that we have. We can add it so that you can have all of those trainings in one place. That way you are not going to different places and platforms to find all of those things. Just make your life a little bit easier to have everything in one place. If you need help with the KW email alias, forwarding your email, things like that, you can fill those out. Again, these are all just individual forms, so it'll ask you for the necessary information, some of them logins, things like that. Website support. So we have website enhancements that you can add to. You can add all of these to us. You can add testimonials, an app download page. So if you have a custom domain that you are looking to forward that to your KW site, you can fill that out. We can take care of it for you. If you need a what's my home worth, a featured listing setup, Google Analytics setup, there's a couple of blogs down here. So there's a Keeping Current Matters blog, and there is also now a monthly blog. Um, so you can get those added to your website as well. Keller Mortgage landing page, other landing pages like a local school search, a mortgage calculator. This just has some super popular pages that you can have added to your website that we can go ahead and help you get that website customized. If you want an open house sign-in sheet, you used to be able to create an open house sign-in sheet that was for any open house with the new with the KW sites. With the new KW sites, they are specific to each listing, so you would need one for each specific open house for each listing, which that's great because it allows the contact to fill that out, and the address pops up on that contact's timeline in command, so you know exactly what open house they went to. But if you need help creating an open house sign-in sheet, you can fill out this form here, and we can help with that. Help with preferred vendors, adding a testimonial form. If you're in an area that has NEO new construction, this does require a subscription. So you would have to have that for us to set it up, but we would be happy to help set that up. Under building your business, again, these are those third-party platforms that we set up. Maybe we didn't offer those when you joined. You don't want all of them. You don't want to go through the entire tech refresh. You can just request the ones that you are interested in. So if you want Canva or Zoom, you want a digital business card or a TidyCal. If you want all three, Canva, Zoom, and TidyCal, these three, just clicking on one of them will allow you to choose all three options. So you can do all of those through there, or you can just do two of them. You don't have to fill out a specific form each time just for that. Blink is a little different because it does need a little bit more information. But you can request these three just on one form if you're wanting all three of them. So moving down, we have compliance updates. If you are in a state that has specific compliance requirements, we most likely know that during onboarding. So we will generally handle that. However, if there are changes or things like that, you can come here and request those. And lastly, we have leadership support. If you're a member of leadership, you can come here, and no, these are here. We're not really going to cover these today, but if you have any questions on those, you can reach out to our support team. We do also have a leadership drop down here that has a bunch of options. It used to be under the agent resources tab, but now you have your own tab. So if you are in leadership, you can certainly check that out and shoot us an email if you have any questions. And yeah, so then we are going to be moving down to our next button, which is marketing support. So first of all, we have agent concierge. We looked at that kind of briefly when we were under agent support and looked at those free marketing templates. So that is going to be the same as this agent concierge. You can also go to real estate marketing and clicking agent concierge. All three of those will bring us to the same place. You can scroll down. This is marketing that we create for you. So this is not marketing where you come in, find a template, and start using it or editing it. This is where you come in, enter the information, and we make it for you. So if you're one of those people who wants to save time, or you're not a designer, you don't really want to go through that hassle, you can come here and we can take care of that. You would just click start, and it's going to, well, once it loads, let me try refreshing real quick. I'll be a little slow right now. Sorry about that, y'all. Give me just a second. Hopefully it's my internet and not actually a website problem. I'm going to go ahead and move on, and then I will come back to this at the end. Give it just a minute to go ahead and load for me. So I'm just going to come over here and I'm going to jump to Gemini Advanced Chat GPT prompts. So this is a new page on our website. Alrighty. So this is really cool. This is a new service that we have. We made this addition just a couple weeks ago. It's super exciting. With your KW emails, you now have access to Gemini Advanced, which is Google's version of AI. It is generally a paid service with Google. However, if you have a KW email, you are getting access for free. So here we have a video that walks you through how to get access to your Gemini Advanced. And then we have over 100 prompts that you can use to help grow your business. You can also use these prompts with ChatGPT or whatever AI you like to use. So it's just super helpful questions on here. Listing agent prompts, door knocking prompts, writer-friendly script, things like that that you can just go ahead and ask AI to help you out with. We are all about leveraging all the tools and resources that you can. So this is just another one that you can leverage. Next, we have the monthly blog and the monthly newsletter. We talked about both earlier. This is just another spot to access those forms to have us add them to your command. And then we also have the template. Looks like it may have just loaded for me. There we go. So it is going to ask if this is your first time. I'm going to go ahead and say, yes, it's my first time, so you can see it. Are you submitting this form for yourself or on behalf of someone else? So if you're not sure why you would be submitting it for someone else, if you're an admin for a team and you're creating marketing, or you're creating it for someone else, like someone is hosting an open house at your listing, you can say for someone else. I'm just going to go ahead and say it's for myself today. We are going to go ahead and say it is for Scott. So then it's going to ask if you want to choose from our most popular designs or all available designs. I'm going to click all available just so you can see that. You can choose from all available designs. So whether you want to create a social post, postcard, flyer, or all of the above. I'm going to say all of the above. So it's going to show you the social posts. First thing it's going to do. So we can look through these. I know these are a bit small, but you can kind of just look through and pick the one that you would, that you would like. I'm just going to go ahead and do that one. It's going to bring us to flyers, and we are going to do the same thing. I'm just going to go with that one. And then it has the same thing with postcards. You can see the postcards, it has front and back on there, so you can kind of see those as well. Go with that one. And then it's going to ask for the property address. I'm just going to say grab this zip code from down below so you can kind of see. It's going to ask the listing status. So for all of these, it's going to ask, it's kind of just going to jump straight to what is your email, things like that. So with the open house, it does ask a little bit more information because it's going to ask when the listing, when the open house is. I'm just going to show you that. So we are going to say, I'm just going to say it's today, which just because that's an easy date to pull. We'll say 3 p.m. and we'll say from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. It's probably not when you are doing an open house on a Monday, but we're just going to go ahead and do that. So we're just going to hit next. It's going to ask for your business email address. Would help if I could spell today. And it's going to ask for a phone number. I'm just going to grab this from down below as well. And then if you have a headshot you want to update, you can upload that here. If you have a personal logo you would like to use, you can upload that here. Any comments you can put in here, and then we're going to review it real quick. So when you are reviewing it, it is going to let you see each of the individual questions that you submitted. You can go in and you can edit each individual answer if you would like. You can see a little bit bigger picture of the social post, all of these. So if you don't like it, you can go in and edit it without having to go through all over again. So then you would just hit submit. I'm not going to hit submit. I don't want them to create this, obviously, but so you would just hit submit right here. Please keep in mind that please allow for 1 to 2 business days for us to create this for you. That's the same with pretty much any of the requests on our website. Our goal is just to get it under 2 business days. We do try to do it faster than that, but just keep that in mind. So if you're requesting an open house flyer, like I just, as an example, did one for today, that probably won't be ready in time. So you just want to make sure you are giving enough time for it to be created. If it is Friday evening and you are requesting it for a Saturday, it probably is not enough time because it can take up to 1 to 2 business days. So just keep that in mind when you are really submitting anything, any of these requests on our website. So now I'm going to go back to the free templates. So under the free templates, these are just going to bring you to Canva templates. So we have some for listing social posts, listing flyers, listing postcards, email signatures. I'm going to go to email signatures. So all of these are really going to pretty much do the same thing. They are going to bring you to this template, and you can just scroll through and you can see if there is one that you like in there. So we will say this one. So you can just say use template for new design. It is going to bring you directly to your Canva account, and it is going to show you all of the same email signatures, and you're just going to scroll down and find the one. I think I said this one, and then you would just go in and you would individually edit all of this to make it fit. Keep in mind when you are submitting these templates are not necessarily updated to your compliance. You would want to check with your office on what the compliance regulations are for emails. We don't necessarily have all of that on the signature. So just keep that in mind. Your Market Center leadership are the best people to talk to about that, as they know what specifically you would need. So you can do that, and then you can download them and add it to your email or whatever you would like to do. I'm going to go back. It's going to be the same thing with all of the social posts. You can choose whether it's coming soon, just listed, open house. And it's going to do pretty much the same thing where it's just going to show you a preview of all of them. You can find one that you like. It'll bring you to Canva. And then you'll have all of them in here. And then you can just go back to the one that you like. So that is that for our templates. And yeah, so that is everything today. If you have questions, feel free to drop them in the chat, and I will be happy to get those answered for you. If you are not sticking around for questions, thank you so much for coming today, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week.